Hey guys, Elijah here. I'm doing my video for the 30-day trans challenge. And on top of that, I'm going to talk about some other things that I would like to bring up in this video. This is probably going to be my first ElijahRants video that I'm going to do. But I'll answer my 30-day challenge question first. So, question is, what is something about being positive about being trans? I have to say, for me, the good thing about being trans is now I can kind of understand why I felt the way that I did, and that there are other people who felt the way that I did. So being trans definitely is cool in the way that there's kind of a family and there's kind of a community that's there to be able to help each other and explain kind of what they went through. At the same time, like, even though we don't have a huge legality thing going for us right now, well, I mean, in the way of, like, we do have laws and things like that that are for us, that keep us from having to worry about getting fired about being transgender, or being harassed, or all that kind of stuff. We do have that. So it's really cool to actually have a name for something that I am. I'm one of those people that sorry, but I do use titles and I do put names on things. So it's nice kind of knowing that other people have gone through what I went through, and that people will relate to me the same way that I relate to them. So that's definitely a positive thing about being trans. Which is funny, because in this video, I also want to talk about what's negative about being trans, which I'm pretty sure kind of goes along with the next video that's going to be coming tomorrow, but I'll still bring it up. It seems that where I work, that when I thought that people didn't have a problem with me using the male restroom, it ends up that I was actually wrong. I was told by a coworker that a certain individual was very uncomfortable with me using the male restroom, and that apparently a few people have expressed being uncomfortable with me using the male restroom. Which leads me kind of to say, in general, which I've said before about the whole bathroom issue, about many of the issues, why does it really matter? I'm not, like, I guess in their minds, I'm going into the bathroom, I'm standing there at the urinal, staring down at their penises, and then running around and telling everybody, guess who I saw in the bathroom today with their penis hanging out. That's it's kind of funny. I don't pee at the urinal. I do go into a stall. Therefore, when I'm using the bathroom, you can't see me, and when you're using the bathroom, I can't see you. So, and most of the time, I'm not even aware that there are other people really in the bathroom. Like, I go in, I use the bathroom, come out, wash my hands, and then I leave the restroom. That's what I do. And it kind of makes me laugh that these men who have a problem, these naturally born men, are having an issue because they're noticing that I'm in there. So it's kind of funny that I'm not noticing that they're there, and I'm not a quote unquote real male, but they're a real man and they're noticing that I'm in there. So there's just this very weird thing. So I guess one of my main messages then is that if you're having that same kind of issue, let's say you're being, so somebody's really giving you shit about using the male restroom if you're transgender, just remember that you do have the right to use. I mean, I have heard it's different in each state. At least where I live, I have the right to use whatever bathroom, basically that I want. I mean, I identify with male, therefore I use the male restroom. I had another employee who, that I work with, who I thought supported me, but I guess doesn't, and stated that because I do not have male parts, I should not be in the male restroom. Which again, I understand it's a very touchy subject, and there's a lot of logic, and there's a lot of opinion, and there's a lot of stuff that kind of goes into it that I guess I can't always note on every side of it. But I guess I don't understand how there's, war and famine and children dying and people dying and terrorists and, crimes and all this shit going on in the world that's absolutely horrible. And the only thing that's to make it think about talking about is where I go to pee. On that same little note, I'm also having the issue of at work, some of the people that I know, I guess, being approached by other people that I work with, and being asked questions about me. And I appreciate them trying to field those questions, but at the same time, I really wish that they would have sent those people to me versus answering for me. Because again, I don't know what the answers that they gave them are. I don't know if they were right. I don't know what kind of questions were asked. There's a lot of ground that I wish I could have covered versus somebody else trying to cover it for me. So, and again, it goes on along that same line of stuff that I just said. So much shit going on in the world. Amazingly, the only thing to talk about is what I'm doing with my life. And again, I do understand there are going to be questions. There are people who honestly do want to know about why people like me go through the things that I go through. And if they have those kind of questions, I wouldn't really be that upset. It's more so people asking people that I work with the questions of, so does she have a penis? Or, so, is she gonna get her boobs cut off? Or, so, is she, like, attracted to females? Is she, like, a lesbian? That, all, if you're trans, you've heard all of them and more. And if you're not trans, and you've thought to ask those questions, those are kind of questions that you, A, don't ask strangers, and B, why does it matter? Like, I don't understand what my breasts, what I'm going to do with them really affects you enough for you to, again, stop your day and think about that to then go and ask somebody else. So I guess that's kind of my frustration with it. But I did handle it to the best of my ability, and I believe that in time, maybe, hopefully, things will get better. So, who knows. But in the last thing I want to talk about in my video, besides that little rant that I just did, was I am on a weight loss mission. Because before I have any kind of surgeries done, I want to lose weight. So, me and a girl that I know are conducting a being weight loss buddies thing. And she turned me on to this really cool app for my phone that really helps me keep up with, how many calories I'm supposed to have. I type in the stuff that I have, I can scan the barcodes, and it counts, for me, and I can put in, my weekly weight, and it tells me how many calories a day I should have. And then when I enter in on my food, it gives me, well, you have this much allowed, or, oh, you've gone this much over. So it's really nice being able to stay within the calorie count that I'm recommended to have. And then on top of that, the other really cool thing about it is whenever you finish entering in the stuff that you've eaten, it says if you continue eating the way that you are right now, in 5 weeks you should weigh, and then it puts your weight. And to see that is actually really cool, because you think, oh, 5 months, or 5 months, 5 weeks, that's a month and a week. So it really helps put into perspective, wow, if I just continue eating this way, like I did this one day, and it was completely easy, then in, a little bit over a month, I'll be able to, lose hella weight. So, I am open to any kind of advice that somebody has to give. Of course, when I go to my doctor, I'm going to, acknowledge that I do want to lose weight and get whatever, extra things from that particular doctor that I could possibly get, any kind of information. And it should help me, continue with my weight loss. So, in the comment section, if you want to put, if you're trans, any kind of run-in that you've had with bathrooms. If you're not trans, put your opinion on trans people using the bathroom, because I would like to be able to read what your opinion on it is. But other than that, if you also have any, again, weight loss tips, put them in the comment section below. And I want to thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and talk to you later.